2024 has been a great year for gaming, and today we're exploring some of the best titles that have been released so far. Just to let you know, this list isn't ranked. I'm just here to highlight 10 incredible games released in 2024 that you absolutely shouldn't miss. Let's jump in.
I'll join you!
Let's kick things off with Black Myth: Wukong. If you're a fan of fast-paced combat and epic boss battles, this game's got you covered. The combat system is seriously something else. It's fluid, responsive, and every hit feels like it's got weight behind it. The boss fights, man, they're on another level. Each one feels like a mini-event, with unique mechanics and strategies needed to come out on top. However, I've got to be honest, while the enemy designs are great, fighting the regular mobs can get a bit repetitive. You find yourself using the same tactics over and over, and after a while, it starts to feel a little stale. Performance-wise, the game mostly runs smooth, but I've noticed some frame rate drops here and there are these pretty noticeable frame freezes during certain segments. Nothing game-breaking, but it does take you out of the experience a bit. Despite these minor issues, Black Myth: Wukong is still a strong contender for one of the best games of the year. The overall experience is one that'll stick with you long after you put the controller down. Next up is Persona 3 Reload, a game that's got the Persona fanbase buzzing. It's a remake that takes the original Persona 3 and brings it up to modern standards, with improved graphics, updated gameplay mechanics, and a more streamlined experience. If you played the original, you'll notice the improvements immediately. The visual upgrade alone is enough to get excited about, but it's the gameplay tweaks that really shine. The turn-based combat feels tighter and more engaging, and the social simulation aspects are as addictive as ever. Building relationships, managing your time, and exploring the dark, mysterious Tartarus Tower all blend together to create an experience that's both immersive and rewarding. The game also introduces some quality of life improvements that make the overall experience smoother, especially for newcomers to the series. Whether you're a longtime fan or someone new to the Persona universe, Persona 3 Reload is a must-play. Moving on, we've got Hades 2, currently in early access. Now, I've spent quite a bit of time with this one, and I'm almost at the end game, minus the final boss fight, and I've got to say, it's been a solid experience. If you love the first Hades, there's so much to enjoy here. They packed in a ton of new content, so much so that early access already feels like a full game. The art style is as stunning as ever, and the new bosses and enemies bring fresh challenges to the table. No single run feels like filler, even if you fail early on. There's always something new to discover or a different strategy to try out. That being said, it's not all smooth sailing. There's a lot of information to keep track of, and for someone like me who isn't a hardcore min-maxer, it can be a bit overwhelming. The default weapon, for instance, doesn't suit every playstyle, and it took me a few runs just to get comfortable with it. And then there's the difficulty. This game is tough. It's harder than the first Hades, and some of the attacks feel unnecessarily overpowered if you don't have the right build or weapon. But despite these challenges, Hades 2 in early access is a blast to play, and I'm excited to see where the final version takes us. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is next on the list. And wow, where do I even start? This game continues the journey of Cloud and his friends in a beautifully reimagined world. The visuals are nothing short of spectacular, bringing Midgar and the surrounding areas to life in ways that the original could only dream of. The combat system is a perfect blend of real-time action and strategic planning, allowing you to switch between characters on the fly and execute devastating combos. One of the standout features of Rebirth is the expanded story. While it stays true to the core elements of the original, it also introduces new plot points and characters, keeping even the most die-hard fans on their toes. The game also includes a ton of side content, mini-games, side quests, and hidden secrets that add hours of gameplay. If you're a fan of the Final Fantasy series or just love a good RPG, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is an absolute must-play. Unicorn Overlord might have flown under the radar for some, but it's a hidden gem that deserves your attention. This game is a blend of classic RPG elements with modern twists, offering a unique and captivating experience. The art style is whimsical and charming, with a world that's bursting with color and creativity. The characters are well written, each with their own distinct personalities and backstories that draw you into the game's lore. Combat is strategic, with a turn-based system that feels both nostalgic and fresh. The game encourages experimentation, allowing you to mix and match different abilities to find what works best for your playstyle. Exploration is a big part of Unicorn Overlord, with a vast world to discover, filled with secrets, side quests, and hidden treasures. If you're looking for a game that combines a strong narrative with deep gameplay mechanics, Unicorn Overlord is worth checking out. Stellar Blade is a game that's been turning heads for all the right reasons. The gameplay is smooth, satisfying, and the hitboxes are almost perfect. Each encounter feels fair, but challenging, requiring precision and timing to come out on top. The visuals are another highlight. This game is stunning. From the character models to the environments, everything is polished to a shine. And it runs flawlessly, with no frame drops or glitches in sight. The soundtrack deserves a special mention too. It's right up there with some of the best game soundtracks I've heard, possibly even rivaling Nier Automata in terms of quality. Now, the story, well, that's where Stellar Blade stumbles a bit. It has its moments, but overall, it's a bit underwhelming. That said, the gameplay and presentation more than make up for it. This is a game that puts a lot of AAA titles to shame with how polished and complete it feels. If you're looking for a game that delivers on all fronts, Stellar Blade is a solid pick.
네?
金ならないぜ。俺たちはいつだってな。
こんな年頃のおっさんが3人もいて金がねえわけねえだろうが。嘘ついてんじゃねえぞジジイども。ぶっ殺すぞ。
おっさんがみんな金持ってると思ったら大間違いだぞ。おい勇者さん、その聖剣で久々にモンスター退治と行くか？
そうだな。久々に行こうぜ。ナンバー、足立さん。
Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth is next, bringing back everything fans love about the series and then some. The story is as wild and over the top as ever, filled with memorable characters, ridiculous side quests, and plenty of twists and turns. The combat system, which blends traditional turn-based mechanics with real-time elements, is both engaging and strategic, allowing for a variety of playstyles. The game world is packed with things to do, from mini-games and side activities to exploring the vibrant cityscape. There's a ton of content here, ensuring that you'll always have something to keep you busy. And with the game available on multiple platforms, it's accessible to a wide range of players. Whether you're a longtime fan of the Yakuza series or new to the franchise, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth is a must-play that delivers hours of entertainment.
Take cover!
I call for ritual. Each and every one of us, we've lost people too. But you've put dozens of lives at risk, not least of which your own. I hope you've enjoyed your little excursion. You will not have another one for a very long time.
You are unkind.
Just you wait.
1000 Times Resist is one of those games that sneaks up on you. It might not have the same level of mainstream attention as some of the other games on this list, but it's a unique experience that's worth your time. The game is a blend of narrative-driven exploration and puzzle solving, with a story that keeps you hooked from start to finish. The world is surreal, almost dreamlike, with environments that shift and change as you progress. The puzzles are challenging but fair, often requiring you to think outside the box. What really sets 1000 Times Resist apart is its atmosphere. The game has a hauntingly beautiful soundtrack that perfectly complements its eerie, otherworldly visuals. The narrative is deep and thought-provoking, touching on themes of identity, memory, and the nature of reality. If you're in the mood for something different, 1000 Times Resist is a game you won't want to miss.
I'm sorry, no.
What about this? Let me help. I'll send you back to that time, and we can meet each other all over again. Back when I had a body.
Watcher, this is strange. I am reading multiple Jowanties all of a sudden.
Multiple? What do you mean?
Come visit again when you remember everything. Bye-bye.
Pacific Drive is a unique experience that blends survival horror with driving mechanics. Yes, you heard that right. This game has you navigating through a post-apocalyptic landscape in your trusty car, trying to survive against all odds. The driving mechanics are spot on, with a focus on realism that makes every journey feel tense and thrilling. You'll need to manage your resources, repair your vehicle, and avoid various hazards as you make your way through the game's desolate world. The atmosphere is what really sells Pacific Drive. The world is dark, foreboding, and filled with danger, but there's also a strange beauty to it. The game's visuals and sound design work together to create a sense of immersion that's hard to shake. It's a game that's all about the journey, and every trip feels like an adventure. If you're looking for something different, Pacific Drive is a game you won't want to miss.
Tarnished one. Aspiring lord of the old order. If you have known sin, if you grieve for this world, then yield the path forward to us. To I, Nicola, and my promised consort, Radahn.
Finally, we have Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree. As the expansion to one of the most acclaimed games of recent years, expectations were sky high, and I'm happy to say it delivers. This expansion builds on everything that made the base game great: expansive open world, intricate lore, and challenging combat, and takes it even further. The new areas are beautifully designed, filled with secrets to uncover and new enemies to face. The bosses are as tough as ever, requiring precise timing and strategy to defeat, but the real star of the show is the story. Shadow of the Erdtree delves deeper into the lore of the Elden Ring universe, offering new insights and mysteries to unravel. It's an expansion that feels like a natural extension of the base game, offering hours of new content for fans to sink their teeth into. If you loved Elden Ring, this expansion is a must-play.
Enough. I have endured more than enough. I ask you forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
And there you have it, 10 of the best games of 2020 for so far. Each of these games offers something unique, whether it's intense action, deep storytelling, or innovative gameplay. Have you played any of these yet? Let me know in the comments which ones are your favorites, or if there are any other games from 2020 that you think should have made the list. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more gaming content. Peace out.